What's going on, you guys? My name is Hocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are getting started with episode 71, so we are past that borderline now. We're past the 70 episode borderline, which is quite insane really. Of course, if the series before this one actually didn't end up in the world getting lost, we would probably be past 100 episodes by now if you join both series together, because if you can remember rightly, if you were here for that, we made it to 30 episodes on the original series before losing the world. So obviously 30 plus 71 is 101. So it's quite amazing to think that we produced over 100 episodes of two Minecraft Let's Plays, which should have been one simultaneous Let's Play, but of course things don't always work out that way, unfortunately. However, of course, in the past few episodes, we've been working around here on the villager trading hall, which I've had my doubts about, but you know what I think we're going to do today? I think I've decided that we're actually going to just cap the room off at 12 cells in its current state. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this wall back a couple blocks, just like this. And the reason for taking it back a couple of blocks is because I want it to match what is going on the other side. And if you can see, we've got a sort of gap between the cells here, and I think that looks quite cool, so that you can see that the cells are a separate entity from the wall itself. So I think I want to encapsulate the same design idea over here by just taking this back a few blocks, or just one block really. There's going to be a 1 block gap between the cells and the wall, so we're just going to clear out this little bit of area here. And as I said, I think we're just going to cap the room at 12 cells, because if we do end up filling the cells, which we probably will, then we can always move on to a bigger, more grand room, as I have specified before. But also, I can't really see myself needing more than 12 villagers in this room, honestly, for the essential trades. I mean, out of these, some of these aren't even needed. Mending, of course, is probably the most important. And breaking 3 is also very important. So we've got 2 of the essential ones right there. Fortune 3, again, probably never going to need it, but just in case I do ever lose my Fortune 3 pick, we're going to need it for that reason alone. So right here, we have our Fortune 3 villager, which is, again, not an essential one, but a very important one. Infinity for creating bows, I guess, is semi-essential, because if you use infinity, you cannot use mending, so we will need to be creating multiple bows if we are using infinity on them. Channeling, again, not really all that useful, honestly. We don't even have a trident yet, so of course this guy might come in handy in the future, but for now he's not going to be that useful. So what I'm saying is, aside from the ones we already have, I'm looking at protection 4. We're going to need fire protection. I think fire protection 3 is the highest it goes, so we're going to need fire protection 3 at some point as well. And aside from that, for efficiency 4, if we can get those 3, protection 4, fire protection 3 and efficiency 4, then I would say that we've got pretty much all of the essentials. So capping this room at 12 villagers isn't going to be too much of an issue. And as I've mentioned in previous episodes, guys like this, Aqua Affinity, Protection 1 and Smite 4, I can just kill him and replace him at any time. He's not really that useful to us. So I think the room's going to be fine like this. And if we ever do decide to go ahead and try and encapsulate all of the possible trades in one room, we can build a much larger villager trading hall that has all of them in for that reason. So I think we'll just cap this room off today. I'm going to go ahead and put the design in for the wall there. We'll bring the stone slabs around as well, so we've got that trim going on, and then we'll work on getting a ceiling into this place as well. We've got the wall design up together, but now we are just popping back to the small storage area to grab a few more blocks, because we need to fill in some of the floor design as well. So we just needed some mossy cobblestone and some cobblestone stairs. And of course, I think there is only 1 row of flooring to be laid down, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but we do need to make everything match up, of course. So here we go. We'll just start with gravel in the corner there. Where else can we use the gravel? We'll use one right there. Maybe get a mossy down over there, maybe. That will work. Crackstone brick, we'll go there. We'll go in the corner. Then the andesite can come in there, and then we'll use some stairs here and there to get that in place. But we're also going to need an extra block down there, of course, so why not grab some cobblestone and just slot that in like so. Okay, so that's that part of the floor finished. We're actually missing a block in the wall there as well, which I didn't notice. We will use cobblestone to get that issue sorted as well, I think. There we go, that works. Perfect. So as you can see, wall is up together on that side of the room as well. There's a possibility that we could have an exit here that leads towards the slime farm at some point in the future, but for now we'll just leave it sealed because I don't know how we're going to make that work at the moment. And of course the slime farm is still subject to change. It could be that we add some more layers to that farm, so maybe in the future we'll have a proper entrance and exit to that part of the world. For now though, a couple of other changes we need to make. We should probably run the floor design in under here as well. That would probably make a bit of sense. I don't know if we'll ever see it because we might change a few things around here to incorporate a different design or something. You never know. So it could be the fact that we're doing this for no reason, but that's not an issue. So here we go. We'll place that like that. We'll use a bit of mossy there, and then we can throw some stairs in like so. There. Perfect. So there's that part of the floor done as well. Of course, I did mention the lighting under here. We could add something in, but for now, we're going to leave it as it is. Before I move on with this point of the video, you guys, I just wanted to quickly say that I did go mining between episodes, something that I forgot to mention. I was able to pick up around 54 diamonds, actually, from one strip, which was good. I also picked up a bunch more iron and some more gold as well. I think around 10 iron blocks I managed to bring back. So around 90 iron. I think I got a couple of gold blocks in there as well, so that was nice. However, aside from that, we've gone ahead and put in another design feature for the room. So we've got a couple of lamps in there, as you can see, and I went ahead and put the wall design in just under this layer because with stone brick in there, it kind of looks a bit strange because you've got an elongated bottom and a very stumpy top. So I think it looks better when you just use the wall design here in there instead, just to give it a bit of variation, I guess. I was thinking actually we could probably change that up again. Something that might be a little bit better possibly would be to take this out. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm changing things after showing them to you, but I think this actually might be better. If we take that out, get our lamp back, get this one back as well. We're gonna have to pop in there, get rid of that, and then what we want to do is put the torch down here. Put the lamp there, and the same thing on this side. So torch down there, and lamp on top. Okay, I should probably go in there and fix that first. Give me some of that, please. Thank you. There we go. And then I think some of that as well. Lamp there, then we can clear out this section. And this section will be the wall design, so if I get those blocks in place quickly. Like that and like that, then we can quickly just pop a few of those in. We can fill that hole in as well quickly. There we go. And then we just want to sort of place these in randomly as possible. We'll go with that, and then another one of those. That works. And then we can put the blocks back that we took away. So that was that one, and then we had mossy cobblestone in here. And we've got that instead. How's that? Is that a bit better, maybe? I think that's better. It adds a little bit more depth, or keeps that depth anyway, maintains the depth that we did have there. We're going to need to put something in there as well, so we'll go with one of those, I think, in there. That works. Give me that block. Okay, yeah, I do like that a little bit better, actually. Of course, we're going to have to figure out ways to light up the rest of the room, because if you take that torch away, you can see there's quite a bit of darkness, and we did have a spider spawn in here already, so there's proof that mobs can spawn in this area, which is unfortunate, but that is one of the reasons why I'm waiting for the 1.14 update to come out, because as soon as we get those little lanterns, I'm positive that that will make a huge impact to the way that lighting is going to be designed in the game. I think using the lanterns will be much better than using torches. So once they come out, I'm sure we can replace a lot of the torches in the base with the small little mining lanterns that they're bringing out. So of course, now that we've put that in place, we'll forget about the lighting for now. I think the next thing to do is to move on to the ceiling. A few changes since last time. I don't know if you saw the stairs. They might have came in with this design choice here, but I'm not sure if I highlighted them. Anyway, I've stuck some stairs in now so that we've got a clear transition from this area to the villager trading center. And now the ceiling is in place. Unfortunately, because this room isn't symmetrical, I couldn't do anything fancy with the ceiling, so I just decided to do a basic leaf design similar to the ones that we used upstairs, right in the original base. You guys probably know. Either way, it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. It's kind of flat, but aside from that, it's not all bad. Adds a bit of colour to the room as well. But as I say, unfortunately, no symmetry in the room, so we couldn't go ahead and do an arch or anything like that, which is what I usually like to do because it gives the room a bit more detail and a bit more depth, and often looks better than a flat ceiling. But that's fine. We've got a ceiling in place. This room is pretty much complete now. We could probably begin to filter a few more villagers down, actually, because we haven't used that trading area in a long time, and it filled up massively, and we did obviously take a look at that in one of the recent episodes. So I should probably go down there and start filtering out some of the villagers, get them down here so that we can bring them into the trading hall here, and hopefully have a few more useful enchantments to trade. Aside from that, though, we can probably move on now because we're pretty much done with that small villager trading hall that we set up. We made use of that space that I had, so that's good to see. So yeah, time to move on, I guess. So now that we are pretty much done with the design work for the villager trading room here, I think it's time that we came to a conclusion about this area. So what I want to do is just tidy it up a little bit, really. So we've got a 3 wide gap here. I think we're going to just carry on that theme. 1, 2, 3. Place that there, and then we've got another 3 wide gap. We'll pop one there as well. Do the same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops, 1 too far. Just there instead. So 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. And of course it can continue like that. But we do need to also redirect this pathway here. So it needs to come through the center rather than down the side, which is something that we can achieve by taking out a few blocks here. Should be no issue. And there's one other thing I want to do. And that is to link up this pathway with this pathway. So we're also going to probably take out maybe 3 by 3 by 3 here, like so. Just so that we can make our way down towards the villager cell here. I'm not sure about this ledge here. We might just end up sealing this off. Unless we put a ladder. We could have a ladder going up here towards this area. But then I kind of want this to be joined up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to get to work, putting a bit of the groundwork down, maybe laying a few walls in, and then we'll just see where this takes us. Okay, so I've got a couple of observations for you to make here. So first of all, you can see that things have changed ever so slightly through the gap there. We now have a wooden pillar that lines up directly with the middle of the stairs, something that you probably wouldn't have noticed before because it used to be very far back, but we've added in a few more pillars, as you know, because we are adapting the design in that part of the room. And secondly, we've got a friend up there. So 2 things we need to do. We need to take him on and kill him, and then light up the area in which he's spawned, because of course that could be very dangerous if we are passing underneath and he decides to sort of kamikaze us from above. So here, if we can bait him down, we can take him on quickly. I just want to make sure that we get some advantage here in the fight. There we go. And now we need to just quickly hop up there. Siri came from and light it up. But the reason why I was over in the tree farm is because we need some wood. I think that's where he came from, right? We'll try and stick another torch just around the corner here as well, just in case. Just one more up there somewhere will do the trick, I would imagine. There we go. So as I was saying, we need some wood. We've ran out. So I was just popping over to the tree farm to get that done, and I thought I would quickly give you guys a preview of what's to come, even though it's not much of a preview at all because you can't see much, but definitely time to grab ourselves some wood. And this is the first time we've used this farm since we put the new ceiling in. It's quite dark up there, actually. It's remarkably dark, in fact. We might need to install some lighting up there. I think I did mention that when we built the ceiling itself, so that might be something we can do in the coming episodes, just to make this room look a bit more homely, because it is quite dark up there, as you can see. So I'm going to just be here gathering some wood for the next couple of minutes so that we can resupply ourselves, and then once we've done that, we'll get back to work over at the interchange between the villager trading room, the staircase, and the smelting room. So I managed to pull together a good amount of wood, and we came back in and basically got this up together. So this is what it's looking like at the moment. Let's take a walk back down the stairs and return so that we can show you what it's like. So you come in like this. Of course, we need to probably get rid of this block of stone here, so that we've got a bit more of an opening. And then I also, as I mentioned, want to take the path this way as well, so that we can get around the corner and access the villager cell, which shouldn't be too difficult to achieve. However, we do have a few more things to throw in before this is complete. So we've got to put our iron bars in like so, over the arches like that. And then the leaves go between the arches, so we just got to pop those up there. There we go. So now we've got a full alleyway, or full corridor you could say, of leaf blocks. And then if you take a right turn here, you can get down into the villager trading area. Of course, this needs a bit of design work as well. So probably what I'll do is I will take the wall design down from this block here and bring it a couple blocks down, put a sort of makeshift ceiling in maybe, or we could just knock this out. To be fair, we could just go ahead and do this like that, and then we would just have the wall here. I mean, or we could even just leave this open. I mean, it doesn't look too bad like that as long as it's all decorated correctly. We'd have to put a wall design in this gap here, of course, and we'd also have to put in this gap here as well. So I might have to change this block up for a cracked stone brick instead, just so that we can implement the wall design. That means we can go ahead and lay down some stone bricks, some stone slabs here, like that, and then we'll get some in at the top as well for the trim, like so. Hang on, what's going on here? Oh, we need to take these out, right? I was missing one step there. I was wondering why it looked off center, but there we go. And then of course we'll just put a small ceiling design up there to cover that segment up, and it should be looking good. So I'm going to get to work on that, and then once we've completed this area, I guess we can try and work on getting this sort of lobby section here finished up. Okay, so the entrance to the villager trading area is now nice and tidied up. As you can see, we've got the designs in place. I went ahead and used the terracotta on the ceiling as we did over in the station area, just to kind of replicate the feeling you get from the leaves without using the leaves, because I don't like to use the leaves when we can't apply a small border like this. I think this looks kind of cool, so I don't want to just cram them all into that space. So I think using the terracotta actually works really well. And then in terms of the flooring, we just placed some stone bricks here, put the trim in, as you know, and then I decided to bury a lamp under the floor using light grey glass. And this is something I kind of want to try and implement more often, because I think is a very useful way to light up rooms from the floor. And this just stopped this area from being a death trap, basically, because we had about levels 5 to 6 in light across these few blocks. So sooner or later, we're going to be walking through here. We're going to turn the corner and then hear the hiss and the boom, and we're going to be very sorry that we didn't light it up. So I thought that it's best to get that out of the way now, instead of being in danger in the future. So I think I'm going to give up actually on this section of the base for today's video, because I'm running out of ideas fast. We can't really incorporate a way to allow this route of stairs to lead down that alleyway, to be honest. And the reason for that is, I mean, how about moving the stairs? No, they are literally on the borderline, aren't they? It's going to be impossible. So the reason for that is, if you dig back a couple of blocks here, you can see the wood. So we don't really have much space to maneuver in. So instead of that idea, I think I've got a different idea that I want to try to incorporate here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take this out here, and we are going to create, should I leave those in actually? Maybe I'll leave those in for now. We're going to create, using stone bricks, a bridge basically. So it's going to lead from this side to that side. So let's try and line this up. It's going to go from here. Let's just do that. This isn't going to be the bridge itself. I just want to try and gauge where it's going to go. So we're going to enter through here. If I create a little 3x3 to go through, like so. And then what I can do is I can take this back a few blocks, like so. And we can then make a left turn with a few stairs, and that will lead down towards where the villagers are held, and I will show you that in a second. So if I pave that in, then if we sort of go this way, see, we can come down here, and then we are right en route to go and look at the villager's cell, which I think works out better anyway. Sort of links up the base well, and we can also incorporate a ladder right here if we need to do so as well. So it's not like this is the be all and end all. So I do want to get rid of these. As I said, they aren't going to be the bridge itself. So what I want to do is create some slabs maybe, and use slabs for this. I think that might work a bit better. So if we create a fair amount of slabs, 30 should do the trick. Then we want to bring it from here. We want to take it across like so. And then eventually what we'll do is we'll clear all this stone out here and have a way that goes underneath the bridge to some other build in the base. Don't know what it's going to be just yet, but we will come up with something, obviously, because we usually do. So we'll do... Oops, I've misplaced those, haven't I? Too high, too high. Come on, down you go. There we go. So let's just clear out this section then, because it's going to have to come in at this height. So where shall we end this bridge? I don't want it to be all half slabs, you know. I kind of want it to link up. If we take this out, do that, and then it can come into full blocks at this point, I'd imagine would do the trick. So actually what we might do is have some stone slabs on the other side to make the transition, and then we'll go into a regular floor pattern from there on. But that's what I want to do to link it up. As you can see, there we go. Looks a bit better, I think, and then we can have some sort of barrier as well that runs along the side of the bridge, just to flesh it out a little bit more. But that means as well that we can bring the floor level up in this room to this height instead, making it a bit more uniform, which is again a good thing. I'm not sure I want the transition to be there, that's the problem. I think I'm going to work this out off camera for a bit, and then I'll bring you back in once we got something going. That would probably make more sense. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I'm really struggling to come up with something here for this part of the base. So you get the general idea I'm going for. We want a ladder and a walkway that leads to the same part, but you know what, I'm finding it really difficult to come up with something that looks good. So I think we're just going to end it here for today. We have got enough footage to put this episode out, so it works either way. So I just want to say thank you very much for coming to watch the video today. If you did enjoy it, then be sure to drop a like down below. That helps me out, helps the channel out, and also allows me to gauge the reaction that you guys are giving to the video. So that'll be nice if you could do that for me. Also, if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or feedback, anything you want to say in general, be sure to put that down in the comment section, because I read every single one, I respond to every single one, and I love to hear what you guys say. So definitely do that if you have anything in mind. And finally, if you are new around here, then be sure to subscribe. Hit that red button down below to join the channel. That will allow you to stay up to date with this series and any other videos that I post, and it would just be great to have you guys around for the journey. So once again, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and watch my video. It's much appreciated as always. Be sure to look after yourselves, look after your families, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.